How do I begin to invite you on this journey? Is it by telling you about how we've been unwittingly cast into the mold of ancient spells from which we get our modern spelling? Cast just like a mold, or perhaps like a net, while caught like fish in the net of spells and spelling which have been cast, thus sentencing us to life sentences and the curses of this cursive, which are just terms, like serving a prison term. So we've been sentenced to the wards of these words, which can be deadly as swords if misunderstood. Or perhaps you missed the understanding of my terms, or possibly the sibyls of my syllables, or even the ancient rites of modern writing. We languish in our languid language in anguish ever since the ancient times of the English Angus and the phony phonetic phonics of the ancient Phoenician Phoenix. How is it that we've been cast into this mold of spelling? Could it be, possibly, a form of government? From the Latin root govern, to control, and ment or mentalis, meaning mind, to control the mind, as government. English as a tool of phonic phonetics by the phony Phoenician Phoenix reflects the creativity and cunning genius of the human race, which of course is not a race at all unless you're just another rat caught in this daily maze of this rat race, of this human race, against one another. We draw money from our banks, which are the edges of a river, which flows in currents to the sea, which is why it's called currency, because cash flows, like pyroclastic ash flows, to the sea, which is why we can trace back our roots of modern trade to the ancient Phoenician trade roots, and why our mundane weekdays seem to keep us in a perpetually weak days, until we are so weakened that we barely make it to the weekend. So each day we routinely awake in the morning, which is a Monday morning ritual, conversely conversing a morning at awake for the dead. And thus the Bible speaks that the dead shall walk the earth. So it appears that they already are, without even knowing it, just by the strange language of which they know not the true origins and what their words mean in etymology, and thus the significance and the signs of the sins in signification of their signatures on these dead legal fictions, such as IDs, mortgages, or mortgages, meaning death pledge, bills, etc., because our citizenship she then gets pregnant and now carries the our modern English. It's my honor to extend to you an invitation into Etymologia, Esoterica, Grammatica, or the study of root meanings of esoteric spelling. We're going to be presenting cutting-edge research from the top researchers on the planet, from sources such as Christopher Lord at True Theory House of Wisdom, Jordan Maxwell, Santos Bonacci, Michael Tazarian, Kate of Gaia, Mark Pass, and other great researchers, just to name a few, and discussing the topic of Philosophia. Philo, the love of, and Sophia, wisdom.